We are back at it again with another episode, YouTube video. It's your guy, Steven UKT80 here. Back at it with another video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a fellow relative, friend, cousin, brother, sister, acquaintance, things of that nature. You know, the things of that nature. Today we're going to talk about you must understand this while you're becoming successful. That's the title for the video, and we're going to discuss it as such. So you must understand this as you become more successful, as you start to reach the goals you wanted for your life, as you start to accumulate certain aspects, accolades, trophies, accomplishments into your life. You must understand this, and it's going to be a little bit of good and a little bit of bad. So to break things off, as you're becoming more successful, as you're becoming more, prominent, and the things that you're doing, and the aspect, whether that's a career field, whether that's sports, whether that's, nurse, anything, whatever you're doing, as you're becoming more successful as a person, your spiritual, mental, and your financial well-being, there's gonna be, another barrier that you're gonna always have to accomplish and get over. Once you accomplish one barrier, there's another one and another one, and so on. It's never a settling thing. It's always an ongoing situation, ongoing, constant battles you got to fight. You will have old friends who start to despise you. You will have, just past people from the past that used to show love, don't show love anymore. You used to have just people who used to reach out, don't reach out anymore. And that's what it comes with, and you got to be ready for that. You got to take it in, because you're doing something right when it does come. So never get belittled, never be, fearful, never be, why such and such not reaching. Just take it with a grain of salt and be like, okay, take it for what it is. You see what's going on, and continue to push through with your life, because you're doing the right thing. You're doing right by people. You're serving God. You want other people to win, and you spreading love, and you don't get that back in return on your grind as you're going to be successful, then that's when from there that, things are not the same anymore, and you should look at yourself like your action and impact on this world, because, everybody's a villain in somebody's story. So what villain are you going to choose to be? The person who caters to people's feelings, emotions, cares about what people think about them, cares about what people say about them? Or you're going to be the person that, cherishes their life, keeps God first, spreads love? So we all have decisions to make. And unfortunately, since we're on this world, it's a devil's world, it's an evil world, on this physical world, we're going to go through things, we're going to go through things that might backtrack us. We're going to go through things that we might not like. But it's about the ability to be able to keep pushing forward and being successful, and seeing how far you've come, and realizing that you can't take this life for granted. Because being successful comes with a lot, man. Anybody can be successful. I mean, I've been in major cities. I've spoke to a couple millionaires, even some billionaires, man. And it's crazy because you wouldn't expect them to be those type of people, but they're normal people just like us, just like y'all, just like when they started. So it's like, you don't know who you will ever meet. You don't know who you will meet, man. You got to treat everybody with respect, man, because one day you can be up here and one day you can be down here. And you up here, you treat somebody bad that's down here, and then, nothing is granted for so long. So say you come here because something happened, life happens, so you have to come back down. And that person, or it doesn't have to be that person, somebody else that's up here that used to be down here, they're going to try to, they're not going to really show you the respect. They're not really going to, cater to what you need. They're not going to really want to help you out, because when you had the opportunity up here, you was throwing them down. You was treating them like, like dog shit, And that's why it's always good to, always, be humble as well. Always be appreciative. Always treat everybody the same, no matter what. I treat the janitor the same way I treat the president of the school, the company, things of the nature, So when you move like that and you're being successful at what you do, there's going to be people who love it, and there's gonna be people who hate it. Hey, but what's that one song by Marvin Sapp? Never would have made it. You never would have made it if it wasn't for God. So screw everything else that's going on that you can't control. The people who don't like you can't control that. You can't control what happens in their mind, you know. God can control it, but God, they need to put the work in as well. They can't, just look down on somebody else because they're not willing to put the work in. They're not trying to take it serious. They're not trying to hit the gym serious like you. They can never look like you. They can never be you. Do you hear me? So continue to put the work in. Continue to grind. Continue to wake up being grateful every day and not wasting days, not wasting breaths. I've been telling y'all since this year started, I haven't been wasting breaths, man. Everything I had to say has been said, like, from the heart, for real. Like, and once you get on that journey, man, it's a different type of level, man. You're going to be doing things every day differently. Like my days have been so spontaneous for the past like 2 months. I've been doing something actively every day. Like, boom, I went to a baseball game here. Boom, I went to an aquarium here. Boom, I went to a football. Like, it's just been continuously doing stuff to keep your mind occupied, keep your brain exercised, and just to keep the success journey going. Not listening to the naysayers, not listening to the haters, not listening to none of that. Because you can't control none of that. But what you can control is this and this. And once you master that, you're unstoppable, man. You're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. And, as a black man on this world with this kind of mindset that I know I have more to learn, I've catered myself. I've been in rooms that so many other brothers will never be in. I've been in places, I've been taken to places at high levels that nobody else of the caliber of my complexion won't be able to be in because of the past things that they've been through, holding on to, like I said in the last video, holding on to past, bad relationships, holding on to the procrastinations, holding on to not taking action. And we're doing ourselves a detrimental. I'm speaking to us brothers right now. As a black young man, we're doing ourselves a destruction by not, putting ourselves in these rooms that we're supposed to be in, giving ourselves the opportunity to be the next owner, being at shows, being at conventions. We're doing ourselves a disservice. Not reading books, not opening up our minds. And I was part of it as well, but I grew out of it, as you could too. But this successful journey is a long one. Nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing is. Things can change just like this. Like I said, you can be up here one day and you can be down here the next day. So you always got to stay humble. You always got to treat people with respect and love, man. Your heart has to be with love, and you can fool men, but you can't fool God. God knows your heart, God knows your heart. That's why I love life, because, people say a lot of things. People have a lot of goals that they say, but I judge a person by their actions. What are they doing to attain those goals? What are they doing to achieve those goals that they said that they want to do? What are they doing? A person can talk about it all day. A person can say, oh, I love God. A person can go to church all day. I love people. I love this. But hey, when God sees your heart and you're not a loving person and you're doing all this, even if you're going to church, all that, hey, some people are still not called because God knows your heart. God knows your heart. That's what you gotta love about it, man. So when you actually move with love, like you really genuinely move with love, nothing can throw you off your square, man. Nothing. Nothing! You feel me? I had to wake y'all up a little bit, but it gets real, man. It gets real on this grind of being successful, Like I said, people despising you. People want you to win. People hating. People love you. So it's up and down battle, but those are things you can't control. You got to control what you can control, and that's smiling, that's being loving, that's being caring, that's showing love to others, motivating others, talking good about others when they're not in the room, making opportunities for others when they're not in the room, and how you carry yourself as well, A lot of people let all these factors get in the way of being successful, man, but it comes with a lot to be successful. You can't get thrown off your journey. You can't get thrown off your journey. You can't get thrown off your journey. You got to keep fighting, man. And the real fight is, bringing people closer to God as well on the successful journey. telling a person a day about Jesus, telling 2 persons a day about Jesus, and so on. Because we're on this earth to make disciples, you feel me? At the end of the day, all the successes we have don't mean nothing if it's not of God, you know, if it's not what God told us to do. So you got to really know what you want to do. And that's why I come back. It matters in your heart what you want to do. If you're doing something you don't want to do, it's not in your heart. And you'll feel that. Why do you think you feel in the heart? Why do you think people have an anxiety? Why do you think people have things called stress? Because they're feeling in their heart. They're not feeling what they want to do. It's not of God of what they want to do. So of course you're going to get these feelings of what they call anxiety, stress, all that stuff. But like I said, God don't give you the spirit of stress or an anxiety, none of that. Fear, none of that. Spirit of joy, love, caring. So, you know, I'm going to have to do some better aspects on myself and discerning who I allow in my life now. And I'm just continuing to learn every day, continue to read the word, continue to show love. And that's me, because that's how I've always been. And I ain't going to let nobody or nothing change that, whether they like it or not. So, it's just getting real. So, I love y'all. Thank you. About to go get a workout in. See y'all boys tomorrow.